Terry, are you still seeing investments in the area of CTV and addressability specifically right now?
Absolutely. I mean, the beauty about this ecosystem, Mike, is that there's always new money, there's always innovation, whether it's on the data side or the media side or the measurement side. Just last year, we saw several of the alternative measurement companies attract private equity investment and venture investments, quite a number of them. So yeah, it's a vibrant, almost always on circle of new investments.
What about the clean room players? I'm wondering if there's enough room for all of them right now.
Yeah, so I have a mixed view on that space, and I say mixed because, look, do we need solutions to help companies propagate first-party data in a world where, given deprecation of signal from both Apple and Google and the privacy regulations are basically forcing us towards that. So of course we need that functionality. The reason why I say mixed, because I push back against this notion of data clean rooms. So what? That is, yes, a capability, but I think of it much broader than that. More data collaboration platforms is the acronym I'm trying to make go of it. And I think it's more reflective of a broader set of tools, because data clean rooms, if you were to ask me in 3 years from now, are data clean rooms a company, a product, or a feature? My answer would be yes. So I wouldn't, if I were an independent growth company, want to rely on that single proposition of value, and rather would want to fashion a solution that would help with the broader need to propagate first-party data writ large. And yeah, data clean rooms is one part of it.
We've seen some of the big tech players like Amazon and Google kind of go their own way. Do all the big media companies need to go that route, or is independence really important in that space?
Oh no, there can absolutely be independence. Look, big tech companies almost always eat their own dog food, and they always have their own holistic solutions. It's the reason why they run horizontal media plays between demand and supply. They like to control all the parameters, the data, the better data husbandry at a time of privacy concerns. But no, there will be third-party solutions. You might just logically see them, however, combined with other products. So, for example, the likes of services and capabilities that are offered by LiveRamp, the likes and services that are offered by Snowflake, even some of the clouds. So, in the long run, it just logically makes sense to combine these data collaboration tools and capabilities.
As CTV grows, are we seeing the big media companies make the same mistakes as the big tech companies in terms of building walled gardens?
So, when I think about CTV, I think of them in the context of media companies. I think of it as more hedged gardens than walled gardens. Walled gardens are tall and impermeable. Hedged gardens means you've got a good size O&O property, but you're going to need to go off network in order to get the kind of scale that can compete with big tech. And that means you need to have third-party data capabilities to have a more sort of broad application. It isn't quite the open web, right? We are talking about some level of quality filtering. So we're talking premium publishers, more scale, more head, less tail. But yeah, we think it's a bit of a different approach than the walled garden.
Terry, you're recently back from RampUp. Tell us about what stood out to you.
RampUp was great, in part because we're all dying to get back to in real life conferences and meeting with fellow humans, which is irreplaceable. It was great on a quantity perspective, but it was even better on a quality perspective. So senior people, because in my books, senior people are what makes for deals and development and growth. And it was fantastic on that front. Lots of hot button green shoot issues like CTV and retail media. I joked that it was the retail media ramp up. There was so much dialogue, but it's well deserved. These are the growth areas. These are the issues that people want to be conversing. And there's nothing like an ecosystem like event like RampUp to bring all the constituents together, hash it out, and do deals.